Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Are you ready to transfer into the spring dating, into the long-term relationship of summer? Well, listen, the heat is officially here. Maybe not today, but we're talking about spring fling to summer lovin'. I have to say it's summer lovin'. Cheryl Besner is with us. Summer lovin'. Cheryl Besner is with us to talk about this. You're a certified relationship coach. And so first, define a spring fling.
Well, spring fling is the person that you meet that there's no real commitment to.
Okay.
You know, the spring does bring new budding things, and things are fun, and you're just coming out of winter, and it's like...
Is it casual?
It can be casual. The thing is with spring flings is also sometimes it's people that you're just meeting, and then they might be also going home to where they are, you know, where
or
they're
you
from.
could be going home.
Or you could be going home. So a spring fling is something that just non-committal. We're having fun with this.
Okay, so we're having fun with it, but should there be some expectations? You know, we're women, and sometimes we get a little bit too attached quickly, and so should there be some expectations, or should you say, you know what, calm your jets here?
Well, here's the thing is, first of all, it's not just women. Men get attached too.
Okay.
You know, we have to...
She's like, hello.
It's like equal opportunity here. And, but the fact is this. It should be something that there's a communication between the two of you, that you both know where you are. And that's what often happens, is we put ourselves out there and think that something that is casual is going to become something real when it's been clearly defined.
And that's true.
This is just
I've
fun.
had friends, girlfriends who've said, you know what, I'm just having fun with this guy, and then he's asking for more, and I don't want to give him the time of day. Or the opposite side. So it's true.
So the key word is expectations, and we should never have expectations in
But how do you protect yourself?
Well, you can't, you know, protecting yourself is the communication.
Yeah.
That's the part of it. Knowing where you are in this relationship and where the other person is, and not expecting it to change. That's where expectations should be, you know, gone with the wind in that spring air.
So when you're doing the spring fling thing, are there rules? Can the other person be seeing someone else? Can you know, how do you know if that's going to develop into something else if you're allowing yourself to be with other people?
Well, I think even if a spring fling, and even if it's something casual, one of the things you can define and ask the questions, because that's what we don't do. We don't ask the questions, is there's somebody else in the picture. Are you sleeping with other people? If you're having this intimate relationship, you really should know those kind of things, because there are things that you have to protect yourself, and not just your heart. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to, you know, protect yourself health-wise also. But it is that communication to both know where you are, so that if you both agree you're seeing other people, then you're both seeing other people. It's defining the relationship of the moment.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about sexy as well. It could be just an emotional relationship that you're developing. And so I have to ask you really quickly. So we go from spring, and then we're saying summer lovin'. So how do you then determine, okay, this is actually going to be something, and then you get into there, and then you realize this person's not for you. So what do you do? Do you want to continue?
You never know whether somebody's for you until you know that somebody's not
fully
for you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's signs. If something is casual and it's becoming more, well, some of the signs are consistency. Are you seeing each other regularly? It's not just a hookup late at night, you know, texting each other, what are you doing, want to meet at my place? 2 a.m. and then leaving. You know, are you starting to also introduce them to people? You know, often spring flings are the two people are creating something where they're in a group and they're all hooking up together. This is, you are creating something, you're starting to introduce them to your friends, your families. Is it becoming more physical in an intimate way, not just a sexual way? These are some of the signs. Are you texting each other more? And are you planning further down the road? And that's sometimes a way you can have fun, by testing something that you may want it to go a little bit further. So you might do something like, hey, and it's, let's say right now it's June. Hey, you know what? There's this concert coming in November. How'd you like to go with me? It could be fun.
Yeah.
And depending how the person reacts, kind of says, you know what, I'm liking this. Yeah.
So what signs are you looking for? You mentioned the emotional attachment. If somebody starts to invite you around more to the friends, the families.
And the family.
But what other signs are you looking for that, you know what, we're moving towards a committed relationship?
Well, one of the things is if you start seeing a transfer, you can have that conversation. You know, why
are we so afraid to talk and bring it up?
You know, the #1 trending relationship status.
I'm going to tell you what I think after.
Okay.
Go.
#1 relationship status on Facebook, for instance, is hashtag
It's complicated?
Complicated. And it's because we make it complicated. We don't ask the questions. And what are we afraid of? And what
we're afraid of rejection, I was going to say.
Well, you're afraid of rejection, but maybe that they don't, you'll get hurt.
Yeah.
Your heart's going to get broken. Well, if you want to eliminate that, have the conversation. Again, we're going back to where are you both in this? And if you wanted to start changing into something more, well, ask if the other person, and base it on the signs.
Well, thank you so much. Cheryl Besner is saying have that conversation. If you want to go from spring fling to summer lovin', you know what to do now. Stay tuned. Coming up after the break, we're taking you to the Botanical Garden.